Hey everybody, it's John with the Simplest Biz. If you need more information, the simplestbiz4u.com, FORU.com. I'll put it below. This video is about going in business for yourself, and you know the satisfaction that brings, and the responsibility that brings to the table. You know, there's people in a myriad of different situations out there. If you're stuck in a cubicle, or you're working for the man, or you're sick of your boss, or you're chained to a bad coworker, there's just so many variations of, maybe you're a truck driver and you're just never at home and you're having to drive too many miles, or maybe you're chained to a computer for hours and hours on end for your 9 to 5. I got into this business 22 years ago and stuck with it because it was obvious that this was going to give me freedom. The Simplest Biz has. And I didn't have to be chained to that job. I didn't even want to get, dressed up and put a suit on any day of the week either. That was my original thought. But since then, all the different layers of satisfaction have come into play. I get to call the shots. I get to determine when I work. I get to deal with the customers I want to deal with. I have the responsibility of creating those relationships the way I want them created, and you would too. This is a training system and a course that you take to learn how to run this business, but then it's yours, and you get to put your stamp on this particular business and choose how many hours you want to work. If you want to blow it out, fantastic. If you want to supplement your income, fantastic. I have students on a wide range because there's so many different revenue streams that come into play with this, that they set it up for their life to structure it around their life. So, a partial retiree who wants to supplement that structured income that they have and want to have some fun money, well, they could do this one day a week and pull an extra $1,000 in or whatever in a morning and take the rest of the week off. Or maybe you're behind the 8 ball and you need to start socking some money away for retirement, and you put it off and off and off, and now it's time to look in the mirror and say, I need to make something happen. But the most important part of this is we get in business for ourselves to call the shots. We wake up, yes, every morning unemployed, basically, and it's up to us to make it happen. But if you have that kind of mindset that I am going to make it happen and nothing's going to get in my way and nothing's going to stop me, and I'm going to take this knowledge and I'm going to restructure my life and now and become less miserable than I presently am, then it's time to take action with something like this. This specific model is geared to give you time freedom and money freedom, because we don't trade time for money, we trade units for money. And when I realized that back in 1998, I ran with it and I stuck with it. And the fact that I don't have all the normal headaches of a normal business attracted me to this, and now I get to teach other people how to do it and watch them put their personal stamp on it and do variations of this business, and some I'd never even done, and that's very satisfying as well. And I want to put as many people as possible in that position and watch them grow their business, your business. Now listen, hold on. Sorry about that. I'm driving. Now listen, we have a moral obligation to our family to create as much security as possible. That being said, it is a mindset that we have to wake up with each day, being in business for ourselves. And I'm looking for people who have this mindset or are willing to jump into this mindset where I'm gonna make it happen. And I no longer want to be chained down to my job and have someone else call the shots. I want to be paid more than I'm worth, even, you know, or what I'm worth at least. But in some cases, you're paid more than you're worth with this, because again, we don't trade time for money. We're trading units for money in short periods of time to make this happen. There is a time in life you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, am I going to be the guy that lets someone else dictate my work life? Or am I the guy or girl that is going to take life by the reins and make things happen and get the satisfaction that comes along with it? Are there frustrations of being in business for yourself? Absolutely. But you get to solve the problems, and you get to interact with your customers and develop those relationships and that they have, you know, that come about. And you get to solve the problems with the knowledge that you learn through this course and serve them in a way where it's a win-win-win situation. I can't tell you how I love to watch people take this particular model and run with it. It's truly a lot of fun, and I have some very smart students, as I said in the past, and I want to watch you do it as well. If it's for you, this isn't for everyone. But even if you've never worked for yourself before, maybe there's comes a time in your life that, hey, you need to give that a try, give that a shot, instead of driving. Being a truck driver and driving 8 hours a day, or being stuck in front of that computer and your blood settling in your gut, you know, from being sedentary, or you're just totally dissatisfied because, you know, you were making good money at your job and now the commission structure's changed and your income's been cut in half, or maybe technologies is squeezing you out of your particular niche and your work life. This isn't going anywhere, this business model, and you just have to develop a mindset, if you're going to do this, that you are going to make it happen, and you're going to reap the rewards for doing that and the satisfaction that you did it. And it's yours, and you own it. Warts and all, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But fortunately, this straightforward model, there's a lot more good than there is bad, because it is straightforward. It's something you can duplicate. Today, I want you to just ask yourself some questions. If I keep on doing what I'm doing, what's going to be the end result? One of my favorite sayings is, change nothing and nothing changes. So determine if you are the type of person that is deserving, has the moxie, has the work ethic to own their own thing, run with it, and reap the rewards because of that action you took. There's, you can put it off and off and off, and it's not the right time, everything's not perfect. Well, opportunity costs come into play. The longer you wait to do whatever it is, I don't care if it's this, that, or the other, the farther away your goal is. And, you know, I've had people that circle back around a year later from learning about this model, watch some of my videos over that year, and finally are taking the action they need to take. But think of all the money they could have been making in that whole year period if they would have taken action a year ago. So serious people who swim after, people who have moxie, people who want to better their life, and believe me, I want to be there for you every step of the way. I'm going to teach you every step of the way, but simultaneously you get to put your stamp on it, who you are and your personality type. So that's the message for today. I'm looking forward to talking to each and every one of you. It's the Simplest Biz for you, FOR, the letter U.com. Opt in. At some point today, I'll put the appointment link down below as well in the description. So if you need to talk to us, you know, we're here for you, and we can answer your questions and tell you how to move forward. And we'll go from there, okay? All right, enjoy your day. I'm gonna go knock out some loads. Be good.